These are the rules and regulations for governing the elections. So basically, first of all, the language. English is supposed to be used at all times. If a voter chooses to use Arabic or any language other than English, they will not be allowed to vote. If a monitor or a member of the media chooses to use Arabic or any language other than English, they will be kicked out from the ballot room and deprived from their rights. And then these are the rules for the media. All media people wishing to monitor the elections from inside a specific ballot room are to fill out an application. All the applications are here, so I want everyone to grab an application before they leave. Only one person per organization per ballot room is allowed. So basically from each media group, one person, one member of the group. Media people cannot interfere with the voting process whatsoever. Your application form is due Wednesday, June 6th, that's tomorrow. You will receive IDs on Wednesday or Thursday. Monitors. All school organizations wishing to monitor the elections from inside the specific ballot room are to fill out an application. So these are the international committees and everything else. Only one person per organization per ballot room is allowed. Monitors cannot interfere with the voting process. Monitors and media. Your ID is to be visible at all times. No more than 5 monitors and media people are allowed per ballot room. If more than 5 show up and are insisting on monitoring the elections in this specific room, a coin toss or something similar will be done. So if more than one person shows up at the same time and they want to go, then we'll have a coin toss or something. No one is allowed to influence the voters' decision inside the ballot room or while they are waiting in line. So if one of the groups, the candidates, decide to send one of their members to the room, they cannot cheer or vote. They can't do anything. They should just be silent. They're not supposed to talk at all. If someone tries to influence the voters, he will be kicked out of the ballot room, and his organizations or candidates will face serious consequences. Consequences could include excluding all of an organization's representatives from all ballot rooms. No advertisements whatsoever are allowed inside or outside the ballot room. These are the rules for the voters, the students are going to vote. There will be a voters database including all the required information. Voters will be sorted according to their synergetics last name alphabetically. Every ballot box will have approximately 50 students allocated to it. Lists will be hung at the following locations. High school office in front of Mr. Wellborn's room. So the list looks like this.
Okay, the list will be on the high school office, posted on the high school office, and each grade will have their own room where we can vote.
Yeah, and within the room there are boxes that are sorted with the last name on synergetics alphabetically. So for example, from A to
We're
G.
listed in alphabetical order.
Yeah, exactly. For example, box A would be from A to G, and then each person that's in grade 9, that their last name starts from A to G, would go to box A in room 306. And this list is posted on the high school office. The voting procedures. Voters should know their ballot rooms and boxes before proceeding to their cast votes. Next to every box, there will be a list with all the people allowed to cast their votes into this box. So when you go to the box, the person supervising the box will have a sheet that includes the names. If this is your right box, then your name will be here. If it's not your right box, you'll know your name won't be. So when you come, make sure you know you're going to the right place. Getting your identity checked. You have to have at least one of the following for us to positively confirm your identity. A printout of your NGrade, a copy of your passport, one of the following. A copy of your national ID card, an old report card, or show us your Facebook profile or your BDM profile. So basically just anything to prove your identity. You will receive a ballot card from the same person that checked your name. Voters proceed to an isolated place where they could choose their candidate. Only one mark is allowed per card. Voters are not allowed to write anything on the card other than the mark next to the preferred candidate. If a voter writes his name or checks more than one time, his card will be invalidated when the votes are being counted. Voters are not to use pencils. Voters are to drop their ballot card at their box. Voters then get their finger stamped at the exit, so basically just like the real voting, the real elections, you stamp your finger to make sure you don't come back. So there will be a stamp also on the door where you stamp your finger to make sure you don't come back. Voters then get their finger stamped. Yeah, voters then exit the ballot room. Voters are expected to be as quiet as possible.
Voters should not try to slow down the election process, or else they will be escorted out of the room, and they will not be allowed to vote. 140. At 1:40, the end of the line will be marked. Anyone arriving before 1:40 will be guaranteed a pass to class if they have to stay later than the end of lunch. And anyone arriving after 1:40 will be allowed to vote, but will not be given a pass if they are late. And the people who are not allowed to vote are the elections committee members and the volunteers who are monitoring. For counting the votes, all ballot boxes are to be gathered into one large classroom, possibly Ms. Noura's classroom. And if the committee sees that we require more spaces, the counting will happen in 2 different classrooms. Boxes are unsealed and opened, and all ballot cards are emptied in front of anyone who's monitoring. Cards are counted, signatures in every list are counted. If the numbers do not match, then the box is invalid and none of the votes inside that box will count. Cards are sorted according to the chosen candidates and every box is on its own. Cards are counted for each candidate. The results are then written by hand in the forms that we have made for this. And all boxes that have been counted and all forms filled out. The committee head is responsible for receiving all the given information, and the head is then to begin adding the numbers according to the rooms, and then count several rooms to get the overall score. The used cards are accumulated and not mixed up, so the official results have been announced. After the official results, all cards and votes are to be recycled. The official results will be announced in a press conference on Sunday, June 10th, and all questions regarding the elections will be answered on that day. And the head of the committee is Sarah, so she'll be the one receiving all the information and creating a way to present it on the press conference on Sunday.
Okay, and I just want to remind you again, you need all these rules we said are already posted on the bulletin next to Mr. Wildborn. Here, Ms. Manfrey's room, and Ms. Noura's, the bulletin next to Ms. Noura's classroom. So if anyone wants to recheck the rules to make sure of anything, check them. And please read them because everything there is important. And these are the applications. If if your group is willing to send one member in the ballot room or anything, they have to turn in the application tomorrow. So these are copies, and if you need more, we'll also ask for them.
And don't forget to check your name on the voting list before you vote.
Thank you.